In round one of the elimination stations as Italy take on Wales.
Let's take a quick look at the teams before kick-off. And Italy are led by flanker Luca Andriani. We saw the passion from the young man in the anthems. He's joined in the back row by Lorenzo Cannone, brother of Italian international Nicola. Hooker Tommaso Di Bartolomeo is the linchpin of another powerful Italian front row. Behind the scrum, regular fly half Leonardo Marin is moved to fullback, with Matteo Ferrarin handed the number 10 jersey. As for Wales, much of the focus will be on the half-back pairing. Sam Costello has featured regularly for the Scarlets in the Pro 14. He's alongside another Scarlet, the highly rated Harry Williams. Now, the likes of David Jenkins and skipper Alex Mann will provide work rate up front, whilst the number 8 is a man to keep an eye on. Carwyn Tuipulotu, son of Tongan international Kati. He'll be a very hard young man to stop. Teams can pick 11 subs for this year's competition, a squad of 26. However, only 8 will be allowed onto the field of play. Now, this young man has bossed it at schoolboy level. Very comfortable, very powerful, very big. This is the next step in his development. And speaking of somebody who's done that step up, Joe Hawkins, well, looked very comfortable playing for the Ospreys in Connacht the other day. He's big, he's powerful, he's comfortable on the ball. And the referee today is Georgian. His name is Nika Amashukeli, and he will have the responsibility of keeping tempers cool, people relaxed, players under great deal of pressure, because it's been a long time since they played any rugby. Here we are then, the under-20 Six Nations for Wales, and Italy gets underway. Good evening, James Hook.
Evening, Guy. And like you say, it has been a long time coming. There'll be a lot of nervous energy and excitement in this Welsh team and Italy team, obviously, and they'll just be grateful just to get the game underway, I think, Guy.
Yeah, Evan Daniel gets an early touch, the hook down. This is Harry Williams. 5-year contract as a 16-year-old with the Scarlets. He's a confident young man. There's big talk around him. He's pitched that perfectly, but it's gathered by the Italian outside half, Ferrarin. And away go Italy. Marin slots in at first receiver to Drago. Drago, big, powerful hookers with the Italian Ferrari. To the blind side. Tackled by Johan Evans, 13 on his back. And first penalty goes to Wales.
Yeah, Wales will be happy with that penalty, but a statement of intent there, Guy, I think, from Italy. Straight away, straight out the back, looking to play to the width. And a good turnover in the end there.
Harry Deeves, who you know well at the Ospreys, James.
Harry Deeves, and we were talking about him just before we went on air, Gary. Anything on the floor, he'll be all over that. He's a hungry player. He's a scavenger and a workhorse. And I expect a big performance from him tonight.
Always risky if you're a 7 wearing a head cap that's fluorescent yellow, because you will be pinged, you will be known, but if you get a stormer, then everybody will celebrate you.
Well, you're certainly not going to miss him, Gat.
Players have been in camp for a while now. They would have worked the line out, they'd have trained, they'd have discussed pre-match to get everything right, but you just can't account for match performance, and things can be so different in that kind of environment. 50 months since they last played. Italians creeping offside, but we play on. Turnover's good, says the referee, but Williams still digs it. Here's the big man, Tuipulotu. Garen Phillips. Ball is slowed down, and the penalty was inevitable.
Yeah, again, good turnover from Italy, but Gavin Phillips, a couple of good early carries, and Tui Palotto as well. I know Wales will want to get him on the ball as much as possible tonight.
He's very vocal, Gavin Tui Palotto. He's been on the sidelines with the Scarlets throughout the whole season, running the water bottles, blasting instructions.
You said 6, you come in 6. No need to push him. No need.
But the spotlight is on him
Watch the hand, well.
and his young compatriots this afternoon, this evening.
Yeah, he's a
Attacking platform for the Italians.
He's a big man as well, Garni.
Hang on.
You're not going to disagree or whatever he says.
You said 6. You said 6, don't you? Come in at 6. I'm giving you time to sort it out. No more messing around the line out, please. Sort out the numbers. Yeah. Right, he's 9. Coming. Yeah, that's fine. He's 9.
So
Time back on.
the Italians have to nominate the amount of players they will have in the lineup. They did so with 6, changed their mind to 7,
Get some more.
but order is resumed.
Same more.
And running the show, he is the talented hooker Di Bartolomeo in the pocket. And the rumble
Advantage
continues.
collapsing.
Penalty advantage coming the Italian way. Shot for nothing. Vincent, 7.
Break into mark, please.
Around the corner, Ferrari. Little grubber kick. Collected, gathered, but back will come.
Back for advantage.
Yeah, it was a kick to nothing, and he knew Italy had advantage. And speaking of Paul James, the Wales forwards coach during the week, he said this is going to be one of the biggest threats that Italy are going to pose tonight, and probably one of the toughest that Wales are going to face throughout the Six Nations. They've got a very, very good pack. Their scrum and maul is very good, and as you saw there, the very first maul, Wales are going back there at a rate of knots, really.
We need clear numbers now. Clear numbers. Go back.
Paul
Go back.
James, part of Johan Cunningham's setup with Rhys Thomas and Richard Fussell. A little switch
now.
move. Counters the Welsh drive, moves the point
Go,
of attack.
Five, away, 5.
And so far, so good for the Azzurri.
Blue down, blue down. Well, stay. No, go back.
Rizzoli, Deeves flies up in his face, but Rizzoli carries the momentum over. Albanese, Crabby. The ball is still there for Italy.
Hey, it's no rock now. Go backwards.
It's messy,
Backwards
it's
play.
disorganised, and it could well be a turnover. And there's a knock-on by Wales, so it's still Italian possession, but they're all in one large cluster, so there's not much width to the play here.
Yeah, they're not offering it really anything in attack apart from just sending the forwards up, Italy.
That was good. No advantage. No problem.
And Johan Cunningham and the remainder of his coaching staff would be very happy with that.
Yeah, they will, but they're still under pressure here. A scrum right in front of the posts. And it's probably nothing short of what Wales expected, really. A lot of dominance up front from Italy.
No, it's not for discussion. Just bear in mind, please.
Big Joe Beard there, 6'7", 20 stone. And he'd be comfortable. He'd know how to speak to a referee. And why is that? Well, his grandfather was an international referee. Grandad Les, his father, a Newbridge legend. He's got the bulk, he's got the size, and alongside him with a black skull cap is David Jenkins. And David Jenkins now with Exeter Chiefs. but a recognisable face to some as well, James.
Yeah, they're both two good prospects in the second row, and yeah, David Jenkins there in shot. Played with his father, Howell. He was an excellent player. You wouldn't mess with him either, to be honest with you, when he's a big man in the second row. And he's a line-out caller tonight, so a big responsibility on David. But I'm sure he can step up to the mark.
And Alex Mann, the skipper, departs. You can see then that it's quite probable that Pierre has taken over the responsibility of leading the team. Blood replacement possible at HIA, and it's an opportunity to Tristan Davis.
Who's gonna be a new captain? Who's gonna be a new captain?
Yeah, what's the method?
Fine. All right, scrum, boys.
Let's go in seconds, yeah? Line speed! Let's go, big! Team's your knee!
Crunch! Point! Hey! No!
To be fair, James, they've got a lot of energy to burn, haven't they?
There's a lot of emotion in that. And as you said at the start, you can see that in both sets of anthems. And we'll just get this over with now for the first 10 minutes, and things will settle down, I think.
Time to go. I need both captains. Come in. Both captains. Captain. You stay away. Stay away. Well, on the line. Stay away. Okay. At the start of the game,
so
you're very
Evans
nervous.
takes over.
The line out. Now in the scrum. If I'm gonna see someone inflaming the situation, it's gonna be a sanction. Okay. I'll give you a time. You're a captains. Yeah. Just please calm the players down. All right? Okay. No. Time back on. Come here.
And all this plays out in a position on the pitch.
Space from you. Don't overlean it. Stay with you.
That's
give him the space. Give yourself
quite
space.
problematic for Wales,
and no
especially when you consider how people have been talking about the Italian scrum.
Yeah. They've got a very strong scrum, guys, we've spoken about, but it's also a very difficult place to defend a midfield scrum, 5 metres out from your own try line. Italy have stacked 5 backs on the left-hand side as Italy look at it. So Wales will do well to come away and defend well here.
Away, nine, away. Use.
Out he comes, Albanese. Well, they were on the back foot initially. That was all rather untidy, but they'll reset with Vincent, 7 on his back. Again, very little options for Ferrarin, the fly half, and they're just going across field.
Go back well.
The possession still kept by the Italians. Cannone at 8. Ferrari, not for the first time, carrying the big lock.
No hands. Go back.
And Wales have looked comfortable defensively. And you can see what that means. And it's once again Harry Deeves in the thick of things.
That's a big turnover. And he didn't only just make that turnover, guy. There's about 3 occasions there. He's trying to spoil things. He's putting pressure on the Italian scrum half. And he got his reward there.
Sure he's only 20?
Sure says in his passport, anyway.
Watch forehand.
Pressure on Evan Daniel. First one went astray, as does this one, and an unexpected opportunity for Tommaso Di Bartolomeo. Italian possession and confusion. Deeves gets the ball, and it's now but the exit for Wales. Could be Lotto, good feet.
Go back. Blue, stay. Stay blue. Backwards, play, backwards. Offside.
Wales just need to put their foot on this ball now, Gar. They've defended for long periods. Nearly 10 minutes this game. They've just been defending their own 22. They've got an opportunity now. Costello just relieve some pressure.
All right, throwing the ball. Offside originally. 10 meters.
Big responsibility on this man's shoulders, James, considering he was there 15 months ago. He's played 13 games at this level and 10 games for the Scarlets. For a player under 20s level, that's experience, isn't it?
It is experience, and there's a couple of boys in this team. You know, Joe Hawkins is another one.
Here he is, Joe Hawkins.
Yeah.
Big, tall, powerful centre. Round the corner comes Evan Daniel. Almost forgets the ball, does well to keep hold of it. Costello, deflected, all onside.
No play, touched, it was touched. No hands now, red!
And now there's disorganisation across the field, but back will come. And tempers flaring again, and the referee will need to stamp his authority on this game now.
All right, away. Lads. Away, lads. Away, easy up, away. No, hang on. Away. Captain, take your team.
Hey, come away.
Captain, take your team. Take. Take your team. Time is off.
So it was Evan Daniel.
Obviously, what happened on the breakdown
Who got
here.
slammed into the ground.
Scuffling with each other. We definitely need to find out why was the scuffle and who started it, because it's two intensity. So we need to find out who started the scuffle, right? I need you to keep your team away from them. Same, captain. Just hang on.
Yeah, we got.
Keep team away from them. Keep team, all right?
You can have a look at this guy, but Evan Daniel certainly carried around the corner with a lot of intent, and I'm not quite sure what happened after that. But
Greg, please keep.
it was
keep
just
keep
after
an eye
that
on the
carry, I
play.
think.
So the question is, how did this kick
Yeah,
off?
can you hear me?
A handy little monitor for
Yeah,
the referee.
I have
Can
you,
have a
mate,
look
yeah.
at what we're going to be seeing
have
right
we got
now.
a
He's just seen
replays?
himself.
What happened beside my back there?
Yeah, it was off camera, mate, so we're going to get you the best angles that we can. So there's a tackle on Wales 2, which is fine, and we're going to get the high behind. So just stand by, mate, and we'll try and get the best angles on this.
Not much of anything going on there, really, James.
It's Gavin Phillips who's come in, I think.
Going to get you another angle, Nico.
Yep.
There's nothing wrong with the tackle. The tackle was good.
Canone with a tackle. Ian Tempest is our TMO. The question is,
Have we got
why
another
the
angle for it?
reaction?
Here's another angle. We're just checking what we have for you, Nico.
So it's Canone, Gavin Phillips.
Can we see this angle again, please, Ian?
Yes, I will get that angle again for you. There's one more angle which is coming, and then we'll get that angle again, mate. This is an angle we haven't seen.
And the question is, what triggers the reaction here? And it's Gavin Phillips has come in to assist Evan Daniel, and nothing in particular here.
No,
And
not
it's a
lot
tough
there.
job
So
for the
obviously
ref
we've
to
got
decide
two
what went on there, I
players
think.
grappling and scuffling with each other. It's 1 and 8, 1 red and 8 blue.
That's correct, yes.
So they started scuffle on the ground. So as I had a warning before, I'm going to yellow card both of them.
Okay, mate.
Yep.
So it is Wales 1 and 8 blue, that's correct.
So the scuffle has started by, as I saw, by Wales 1.
Last angle is coming now, me, just to check the numbers. But number 8, Italy is involved, as is 1 Wales.
Yep. Yeah, I think so, yeah.
It's on its way now, mate. It's coming now.
So Lorenzo Canone and Garen Phillips are having one last shot at saving themselves via the TMO, because they could well be going to the bin right now.
It was nothing new.
So, yeah, I'm
really
gonna
warrants a yellow
both,
card.
and
I've
it's
got to
gonna
be
be
honest.
penalty
But I
against
think
Wales.
what he's saying is they've already
Yeah,
had
so
a
they're the
warning.
2 players, mate. Italy 8 and
So he
Wales
just-
1.
Going to give them a card each, and hopefully this game will settle down.
Hey, I want to come here. And the captain. Bring number 8. 8. That's fine. So obviously you started a scuffle with him. It was warning. You go off. 8. Bring 8. Come here. You've been involved as well. It's yellow card for yourself. If they started a scuffle, it's going to be penalty for yourself. Keep discipline now, all right? Keep discipline, same as you. Yeah. It's their penalty because your guy started it.
So 10 minutes for both those gentlemen, and as you said, James, reasonably harsh, yet the referee needed perhaps to calm things down. He'd offered a warning, and now he's true to his word.
Yeah, and maybe he will settle the game down, but you know, if Johan Evans, who's the vice captain, he's got to get his team in and just say, boys, we've got to settle down and just play some rugby here, because it's getting a bit scrappy. You know, we've only played 11 minutes. It feels like we've been up here half hour already, Gar.
Alex Mann, the skipper, is back onto the field of play.
Go back. No, they're fine. They're fine.
And again, some confusion with the line out.
You're in
Numbers. But it's worked effectively for the Azzurri so far. And they go for the old
One stop.
shunt and grunt with Di Bartolomeo in the driving seat.
So advantage. Advantage.
And still, here comes the hooker. Albanese.
Sealing off. Sealing off. Going back for advantage. 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 Yeah.
It's understandable, James, that this has been a scuffly, scrappy start, considering how long it's been since these young men played rugby. But it really does need to settle down a little bit.
Of course it is, and yeah, they'd be chomping at the bit. And you know, we've named a few boys who've had senior experience with their regions. But other than that, there's a lot of boys who haven't played for 14, 16 months. So yeah, there's obvious frustration, excitement, tension, all of that, and that's all come out in the opening quarter.
Piantella is the main option in the lineup for Italy, and he sets things up again. And again, it's the peel that's making yardage within 5 meters now.
No hands. No hands. No hands. Balls available. Go back, Welsh.
Vincent, the 7.
Stay. Go back, Welsh.
Albanese digs. Commands his forwards to continue with this pattern.
Stay. Stay. Go back. Go back. Go back.
Negulai, the tight head prop. No arms tackle. There's a penalty coming to Italy. They might try and exploit this down the short side. Ferrarin, good tackle again from Deves, and again he burrows away. Piantella, still they come, Italy. Round the back door, a shot at nothing. Drago.
Still advantage, blue.
Ferrari. Deves competes. Deves gets the knock on, but it was an advantage. So back we go.
Yeah. Again, it's obvious where
Release the
Italian
ball.
strength lies.
Release the ball.
It's in this driving maul. When that maul stops, it's all off 9. And to be fair to Harry Deves, he's there again. He knows where it's going. He's flying off the line. I think the rest of his team need to start coming off the line a little bit more with him, I think.
Next penalty here, it's going to be yellow card. Of course it can. You okay, Captain?
I've seen yellow cards given for
15,
offences like
15.
those in the past, James.
Yeah, you turn a blind eye, you want that guy.
I'm on front, man.
Everyone for you. On the first man. On the first man.
No longer the drubbing boys at under 20s level. Italy. They won against Wales last year, and they've started with a bang this time around. Well worked, and the try comes to Italy, and it's the big prop, Negulai.
Three coming. Three coming. Coming. And the captain.
Very, very clever play by Italy there.
He saw the ball on the play after he scored the try. He's lucky try stands, but it's going to be a penalty against you on the halfway line when the game restarts. Next cynical act or infringement is going to be yellow card.
Okay, sorry.
I need you have to have a better control of the team, all right? Have a word now, all right? Try's good, yeah.
So, plenty to unpack there. First up, Negulai gets the try, and it's well worked, James.
Very well worked, and I think the whole of the Welsh 8 were expecting the drive just gone so well for Italy. A very clever play down the blind side, and there was acres of space there.
Okay, and then he's penalised for throwing the ball away, which was hardly getting Jenkins to run on Nagara in 05. But we'll have a look at that perhaps after this conversion by Ferrarin. Didn't strike it cleanly, and it misses, so it's 5-0.
Yeah, you don't often see this, do you? The team scoring and then getting a penalty against them immediately on the halfway line.
So he's penalised for this. Okay, James, take on this. That's it.
Yeah, I thought he'd thrown it away, but he's thrown it into Harry Deeve's face, so yeah, fair enough, fair enough.
Moldovan born, a lump of a man, and he strikes first, but indiscipline could well cost his team. Jenkins the target at the front of the line, at first real possession in Italian territory for Wales. Advantage to be played. Costello slings it out. Back we come.
Yeah, the only positive about that Italian try for Wales is they've got the opportunity to attack now. The opportunity, sorry, to attack in the Italian 22.
4 collapsing. Control, yeah. Captain.
Giacomo Ferrari, the culprit. The Roman plays for the Union Capitolina. He played plenty of senior rugby.
That's
like
they have 6.
A sprinkling
One out.
of players on both sides. But his job now is to defend this driving maul or whatever move Wales have planned.
One out.
Jenkins is hit. Ball is placed back perfectly. And the rolling maul is within 1 metre, dragged down. And the referee, who's been the busiest man of this half so far, awards a penalty try to Wales.
Advantage.
Yeah, and we've been bigging up the Italian driving maul, and Wales' first opportunity in the 22. Yellow card against Italy as well. And 7-5, and that's Wales' first real opportunity of the game.
So Piantella is now in the bin. It's a penalty try, no conversion needed. And it's 7-5. Harsh, James?
Yeah, he didn't really give him any warning. But I suppose they've taken that opportunity, and I suppose that'll show the Wales, give them confidence knowing that when they get into the Italian 22, they've got the power there to score.
13 against 14.
Use.
And for Italy, it may well be a case of just
No hands, limit.
running down the clock. Marin, who plays at 10. Ferrari. Deves again with a turnover. Daniel, it could be on now for Wales, it's not.
Use it, 9. 9, use.
Williams with the box kick. McDonough gives chase and Deves again. Marin ghosts past him.
Go.
Johan Evans competes at the deck. Johan Evans
14
is
all the way
pinged.
first. 14. 14. Well,
2 tries, 3 yellow cards, plenty of scuffling, errors, missed lineouts. A scrappy old start.
It has been a scrappy old first 20 minutes, and I think both teams will just look to want to get the ball in their hands and attack a little bit more, but the game hasn't panned out like that at the moment. The game's been played in both teams' 22s.
With Piantella having a short break on the bench, there's going to be a
1 out, 1 out, 1.
little bit of redrafting, reconsideration for Italy, because so far
Not 2 receivers.
he's been the man they've turned to in the line-out. We go to the captain, Andriani, and Messi. Albanese with the error. Scrum Wales.
Knock on.
Opportunity for Wales to relieve the pressure again. They've shown what they can do when they get in the 22. 1 opportunity, 1 try. So like I said, they just want to get some ball and some attack in the opposition Italian half now, and play a bit of rugby and show
Sorry, you need to
what these backs we spoke about before the game can do.
Yeah, you need to go away. All right, same base over. All right, coming. Yeah, and 8 as well. Blue, please. Yep.
Let's get the block. Let's go, Alex.
All right, fine. Time back on.
Another 2 yellow cards have sneaked themselves back onto the field.
Guys, we need the stability on the set as a group.
Darren Phillips is back, as is Canone. Apologies for the language that might have come through on the microphone there. But it's 15 against 14 now.
Bye. You two coming? No discussion. All right, whoever I see now initiates a head contact, it's going to be a sanction. All right, give yourself a space.
You be fucking going, yeah.
Once again, apologies for the language.
Same that side. Space. We need a space.
I'd like to see Wales attack from Uga. The Italian backline are very, very narrow. The full back is very central, so there's a lot of space out on the width.
Crutch.
Poor Dan John on the far side of the wing. He's not touched the ball yet. But first job, secure possession. That is done from a Welsh perspective. Harry Williams, penalty for Wales.
Very strong, solid scrum from Wales. You heard Toby Pilotu screaming and cheering. They chuffed to that, the Welsh pack.
Italy.
Well, this man would be happy with that.
Yeah,
Paul R.C. James.
He'd have been dreaming of a scrum like that last night.
Terrific scrummager in his day. Would have won far more than his 60-odd caps if it wasn't for the presence of a certain Gethin Jenkins. But he will be as frustrated as anybody with not only that penalty, but just the way this half has panned out so far. Stop, start, stop, start, stop, start.
Yeah, it's probably the story for both teams, really. It's going from a positive to a negative, and Nobody can quite get the momentum and the grip of this game at the moment.
So Paul James 1, Rhys Thomas 2. Not a bad front row.
Yeah, very good coaching team. A lot of experience there. And very good guys as well. Good blokes.
Not straight, but it's stolen by Jenkins. So unexpected Welsh possession.
9, use it. 9.
No rush for Harry Williams. And he'll do what he's done so far for the majority of this half. Deves, perfectly gathered. Wonderful by the open side. Looks for the offload. Keeps it. And it might be on now if they go wide. Costello. Hawkins, a little bit laboured. Needs to be straightened. And it happens all the way to Dan John. But the final pass from Beetham was forwards. And the opportunity is blown.
So unlucky. What great play by Harry Deves. But first of all, the kick from Harry Williams was spot on. It was on a sixpence. Great take. Something you'd expect from a back three international.
He doesn't need the yellow skull cap, James.
Remain straight.
Just needed to be straightened, James, would you say?
Yeah, it did. The Italian defence after that take from Deves were all at sea. But like you say, Gary, probably just needed to straighten up a little bit, attack the line a little bit more.
Shoulder out.
But again, as we said, you know, it's going from a positive to a negative. So if Wales can just get a positive after a positive for 2 or 3 times, I think they'll start scoring some points.
Sit.
So Italy still down to 14 men.
Use.
Canone, brother of Nicola Canone, who recently made it into the Italian
9.
first
9.
senior
Use it. 9.
setup.
Ball's available.
Albanese at scrum half. Last season, it was Stephen Varney who played 9 for Italy. Gabisi was 10. Both are now in the senior setup. This really is the platform to start that journey. Tuipilotu, big, powerful carry by the 8. Now there's momentum. Now they're on the front foot. Good angle by Mann, the skipper. He's crunched in midfield. And the turnover from Vincent. And the Italians are overjoyed.
Yeah, and I think that's just what will frustrate the coaching staff we just saw on the screen there. They're doing a lot of good things, Wales. Tuipilotu carrying really, really well. Deves we've spoken about. I think Dan John has just had his first touch a couple of seconds ago. So it'd be nice to have him join in with the game. But yeah, it's just frustrating.
Ross Vincent has been in Harry Deves' shadow for the majority of this first half. But he's got himself involved.
6. Go in.
And he's got field position for his team.
No. You remain 5. Same with you. Go in.
Stolen, but gathered again by Italy. Albanese.
Away!
Again,
Release!
we have to apologise for the language.
Go back.
This really has been a half for the parents, hasn't it? The referee
Right, go back.
has given rouse after rouse after rouse, and nobody seems to be listening.
Tackle, release him!
It's been a long time since they got to play out on the field. And perhaps a little bit of indiscipline,
No hands,
disorganisation is to be expected. This man can carry. Di Bartolomeo, the hooker. Good possession for Italy. Fullback Marin, not for the first time in the half, comes in at first receiver. Albanese under pressure. Vakari, the right wing. Again, Wales compete at the deck, and again they get the penalty. And this time, it's the standing skipper, Johan Evans.
Yeah, excellent turnover by Johan Evans. I think Italy are just looking a little bit more predictable now. We said right at the start of the game, they went out the back, they played to the width. But from that point on, they just won up carries from the forwards, and there's the odd good carry, but if Wales can just pick those off, get off the line a bit quicker, there are more turnovers in this game.
Ball still alive. Marin.
Blue back.
Straight out. On the full. And that's a super gain for Wales.
It is. It's out on the full, but the last 8 to 9 minutes, guys, I think you can see the momentum starting to shift a little bit in Wales' favour. I think the odd error from Italy, just as we've seen on the screen here, puts a wind in the sails.
This man is back on the field, so it's 15 men apiece.
All right, captain's here. Come in. Time off. Captain. All right.
I wonder if he's going to talk with the language.
I don't want this
discipline.
anymore with all this kind of going on with the numbers. You coming up with clean numbers, you count them, and same on their line out. You count. If I hear anyone shouting for numbers, it's gonna get the penalty or free kick. Go on. All right.
Number.
10 seconds. 10 seconds later, we hear numbers. Oh. Right, here we go then. Lucky Jonathan Davis isn't here with that instruction, James. Back to the game. And it's drizzly and it's damp. And Harry Williams hasn't had much to play with. Peard, he is a real giant of a lock, isn't he?
He's a monster. He's a big bloke, isn't he?
Advantage.
Now, speaking of giants, another one is awaiting here. Not the tallest, but he's heavy. But Carwyn Tuipulotu is driven back in the tackle. Mann wants the ball down the blind side. Another penalty taken quickly by Harry Williams, and he's away, the Scarlet scrum half. Good feet by him, slightly isolated. Wales on the front foot.
No hands, Red, no hands.
Stolen by Italy, terrific turnover. And it might be on for the Azzurri here.
9, use it now. Oh, you go back.
How was that ball turned over, James?
Yeah, Harry Williams was really sharp there. Probably not a great deal wrong with the tap, but the Welsh players around him weren't quick enough to react. And then he got turned over, so it's easy in hindsight, but could they have taken the 3 points?
Five, is it?
He's looked sharp, mind, to be fair, Gary. His box kicking has been on the money.
Joe Hawkins rumbled up the pitch for the Ospreys against Connacht in Galway a fortnight ago. Almost got to the try line as well. Down the blind side. This man, this referee, has been a very, very, very busy gentleman this afternoon. Another penalty, and they're piling on in terms of numbers for both sides.
Yeah, another opportunity for Costello to put it deep into the Italian half. And we saw what happened when Wales scored their first try.
18 penalties in half an hour worth of rugby. No wonder it's so staccato, sporadic in terms of entertainment.
And as we said, neither team can really get a foothold into the game, Gar.
Jenkins. If anything, this aspect of play has got purchase for both sides so far. Harry Williams looks to use it, but lets the forwards rumble on for another 3 or 4 yards. Williams, Hawkins. Only the 3rd time Wales have entered Italian 22.
Blew away.
And this seems more positive.
Advantage.
No arms tackle. Penalty coming Wales' way. So there's a shot for nothing here. Johan Evans knows that. The pass wasn't the best. Good angle from Garen Phillips.
Right, you're fine there. 9. Stop. Listen, boys, it's a penalty against you there. No arms tackle.
I think Wales will definitely take the 3 points here now. As you say, only 3 entries into the 22 all half.
Wrap in the tackle.
They'll be happy with 10 points.
And considering the statistics,
Keep the players emotionally
considering
well,
how
right?
stop-start this half has
Control,
been, 10-5 looks a decent return.
Yeah, it does, and like you say, Wales only 3 entries into the 22. There's nothing really been happening around the middle third of the pitch. So yeah, Wales will go in at half-time if the scoreline does stay like this. Probably the happier of the two teams.
No problem for Costello. Now the lead is now up to 5. And the rain has started to pour in the Welsh capital.
Wales 10.
This is the third of 3 games played this afternoon on the Arms Park. That's the advantage of an artificial pitch. He's done a high on Dan John.
9, use it!
We'll have a little look at that later on. For the time being, we continue with Nathan Evans.
9, use it now! 9, use it!
Harry Williams measured his kick earlier in the game to perfection. That one just a metre overcooked.
Push backwards.
Andriani, the skipper. Another penalty.
Yeah, I think Wales deserve that as well. And as I mentioned about 5 minutes ago, Italy, I know the weather conditions may dictate it a little bit more now, but a lot of one-up runners. They're overworking their forwards, probably a little bit too much. Their backs had the ball in hand early on quite a bit, but from that first 5 minutes on, it's all been the pack, and I think the Welsh defence have started to notice that now and coming off the line a lot harder and getting a lot more turnovers from it.
You need the time? Time is off. Time is off. He needs to change a boot.
This man has been
Are you fine with this?
in the wars today. He's okay to continue.
Can you see? The tackler. Don't leave.
No,
Okay.
last time he was okay, but
Okay. Thank you.
Harry Williams.
Right.
Ipswich
Here, 1.
raised.
1.
Was in the Colchester United Academy and then signed by the Scarlets on a 5-year deal.
Time. Yeah. Time back on.
Been impressed with him so far, James?
Yeah, I have got. When you got a five-year deal offered you, there must be something special about you. And to be fair, you know, like as I mentioned, his box kicking's been good. One quick tap and go because he wants to get tempo into the game. So yeah, I'd be very impressed in the opening 36 minutes with him.
And here he is at the base of the ruck where he works hard. Daniel again thrown to the floor, Judah style. Costello, Hawkins, Johan Evans on the angle. Johan Evans gets possession.
Go back
to the 22. Italy under pressure. Costello, good angle for Daniel, and the offload finds an Italian hand just when Wales have broken the gain line. They cough the ball away, and it's Nicolai, the try scorer. Good feat for a big man as well. 4 penalties he's conceded so far in that half.
Carry this side.
No
Stay, Italy.
way they can go direct to touch. The referee said they'd carried it inside.
Yeah.
Now, the Welsh the Italian staff is claiming that it was touched in flight.
Shot. Quite. Nobody touch it.
Well, Albanese's claim.
No one
Guys,
touched it, he
after
said.
the
It
kick,
came
I
off
need
a
you
Welsh
to
hand.
stay and not run from offside, all right? Just wait until you are put on side.
That was the claim from Albanese that it touched the Welsh hand.
It's difficult to tell from that angle, Gav.
Well, back we come to play.
One stop, one stop. Ball, lift the ball, lift the ball. Lift.
Hawkins stood still. No
back.
tempo, no possession, no pace.
Hang on, hang on, hang on.
And a penalty
No.
was
No, hang on.
inevitable.
Hang on. Time is off. Everyone go back. You come in. And you come in 12. 12. 12, so you come in. Go back. Go back. Hang on, hang on. No. All right. So it was your penalty for holding on. And what he said, it's gonna penalty gonna be reversed because it's totally unacceptable, and he's going off as well for a yellow card. All right, go on. For bad language he used. All right, go on. Go back. I warned you. I warned you about discipline. Use that. Go back. It was bad language used by him, so it's penalty gonna get reversed. He gets a yellow card. I told you about control. I told you about emotions. All right, go back.
We just stomped on the back. Number one.
No, fine.
Filippo Drago
The penalty is here.
is in disbelief.
Timo's checking anyway. So.
Yeah, I don't know if he quite knows what's going on. I'm not sure what he said, or if he said anything at all.
The
But
claim from the skipper was that he was in Italian. I don't think he's
Close
happy.
call. Yeah. Time's back on.
And let's be fair, the referee is having a challenging afternoon so far, James.
yeah, he is. He hasn't really got a grip of this first half, Gar, if we're honest. And
Remain the time.
hence the reason why he's probably been so scrappy.
All of a sudden, it's a damp evening in Cardiff. But this should be bread and butter for Sam Costello. Indeed it is. And as we approach half-time, the Welsh advantage is up to 8.
Sam Costello scores those in the final Wales 13.
Marin with a perfectly weighted restart. Hung in the air, and it's landed in the hands of Garen Phillips. Phillips goes back twice at Albanese, brushes him off once and then comes back for seconds. To Pilotu through the back door.
Space out wide.
Could be on here for Wales. Hawkins, Evans. Beetham is missed out. There's Mann, the skipper, out wide. Johan Evans. Wales finally waking up in the final minute of the first half. Costello, options left and right, goes himself. Williams, quick possession. Tuipulotu, little crossfield kick, and that was the wrong option from a Welsh perspective.
Yeah, I think Joe probably knows he should have kept it in hand there. But that's a lot more like it from Wales. Playing to the width. It's taken 40 minutes, but that's where the soft spots are in that Italy defence. That's something positive to take into to half-time for Wales.
I think, apart from the scoreline, the main headline of that half is 22 penalties in total. It's been stop-starts, the referee has been very busy, and it's Wales who lead by 13 points to 5. Johan Evans on the angle. Johan Evans gets the possession.
Go back,
up to
go
the
back,
22. Italy under pressure. Costello. Good angle for Daniel. And the offload finds an Italian hand. Just when Wales have broken the game line, they cough the ball away. And it's Nicolai, the try scorer. Good feet for a big man as well. 4 penalties he's conceded so far in that half.
Carry this side.
no
Stay, Italy, stay, Italy.
way they can go direct to touch. The referee said they'd carried it inside. Now, the Italian staff is claiming that it was touched in flight.
Shot. Quiet. Nobody touch it.
Well, Albanese's claim.
No one
Guys,
touched it, he
after
said.
the kick, I need you to
Welsh
stay
hand.
and not run from offside, all right? Just wait until you are put on side.
That was the claim from Albanese, that it touched the Welsh hand.
It's difficult to tell from that angle, guy.
Well, back we come to play.
One stop. Ball, leave the ball. Leave.
Hawkins stood still. No
back.
tempo, no possession, no pace.
Hang on.
And a penalty was
hang on.
inevitable.
Hang on. Time is off. Everyone go back. You come in. And you come in 12. 12, so you come in. Go back. Hang on. No. All right. So it was your penalty for holding on. And what he said is penalty going to be reversed because it's totally unacceptable, and he's going off as well for a yellow card. All right, go on. For bad language he used. All right, go on. Go back. I warned you. About discipline. Use that. Go back. It was bad language used by him, so it's penalty going to get reversed and get a yellow card. I told you about control. I told you about emotions. All right, go back.
We just stomped on the back.
No, fine.
Filippo Drago
The penalty is here.
is in disbelief.
Timo is checking anyway. So.
Yeah, I don't know if he quite knows what's going on. I'm not sure what he said, or if he said anything at all.
The
But
claim from the skipper was that it was in Italian. I don't think he's
Lost
happy.
goal. Yeah. Time's back on.
And let's be fair, the referee is having a challenging afternoon so far, James.
yeah, he is. He hasn't really got a grip of this first half, guy, if we're honest. And
Remain the 10.
hence the reason why he's probably been so scrappy.
All of a sudden, it's a damp evening in Cardiff. But this should be bread and butter for Sam Costello. Indeed it is. And as we approach half-time, the Welsh advantage is up to 8.
Having for Wales, it's Sam Costello. Scores 19-5, Wales 13.
Marin with a perfectly weighted restart. Hung in the air, and it's landed in the hands of Garen Phillips. Phillips goes back twice at Albanese, pushes him off once and then comes back for seconds. To Pilotu through the back door.
Space out wide.
Could be on here for Wales. Hawkins, Evans, Beetham is missed out. There's Mann, the skipper, out wide. Johan Evans. Wales finally waking up in the final minute of the first half. Costello, options left and right, goes himself. Williams, quick possession. Tupelotu, little crossfield kick, and that was the wrong option from a Welsh perspective.
Yeah, I think Joe probably knows he should have kept it in hand there. But that's a lot more like it from Wales. Playing to the width. It's taken 40 minutes, but that's where the soft spots are in that Italy defence. That's something positive to take into to half-time for Wales.
I think, apart from the scoreline, the main headline of that half is 22 penalties in total. It's been stop-starts, the referee has been very busy, and it's Wales who lead by 13 points to 5.